Alright, what's up guys? It's Kevin here again, and today we're going to be going over a new hack that I found on Pokemon Brick Run. So, most of you guys probably already know this, but whenever you click play on this little ball machine right here, and I'm sure you guys have seen all the other YouTubers, they can just, click in the middle red circle and you just pull down like a few pixels and stuff, and it'll get you 40 every single time. So I figured like this is pretty cool and stuff, but the thing is, like, this really isn't like, just logical or just rational to do this over and over and over again, because you do only get 36 ticks from doing this one time. And if you guys go to the shop and stuff, it takes about like 50,000 ticks to even get anything remotely worth it. So I'll be going over a little hack that I found, not really found, but just programmed. And all the stuff that you guys will need I've already made, and everything, all that stuff will be linked in the description. So before we get started, the first thing you guys are going to need to use is auto hotkey. So what you guys are going to need to do is you're going to need to click download and just install the thing, pretty basic stuff. So yeah, so just click download, and after you have everything, I will also link this script in the description. Now this script is really important. This is basically a auto hotkey script. So if you guys didn't know already, what auto hotkey does is it allows you to bind certain keystrokes and to run certain programs. So for example, I can have an auto hotkey program click in certain areas, or even type certain things for me if I just do Control J, or if I do escape, I can have it exit out of applications. So really quickly, I'm going to go over how to calibrate this whole entire program. So after you guys download this little script right here too, that'll be in the description, what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to go to where it's at. So you're going to double click to run the script, and there you have it. A little auto hotkey icon should pop down in the bottom right. So after you have that ready and everything, what you're going to do is you're going to now try and calibrate. So right click on this icon, click Windows Spy. So if this will load in just a sec. Okay, so Windows Spy, what that does is it allows you to basically know where your mouse position is at. And if you notice, it gives you a X and Y coordinate. So what this does is it tells you how many pixels to the right of the screen is your mouse, and then the right number tells you how many pixels down your mouse is at. So like if I move it, as you can see, if I try and move it up, you can see the value on the right decreases, and if I move it to the left, the value on the left decreases. That's because you'll have less pixels right of the left most of your screen, and less pixels down of the top most of your screen. So that's basically how this whole thing will work. Is we will log where your mouse goes based on its position. So we're gonna start off with we're gonna figure out how the mouse position to click menu. So let me explain this script really quick. So what this does is it's gonna loop through this whole thing forever, just unlimited times. Now we want it to save every now and then. We want your script to save the amount of ticks you have, otherwise you won't be able to, like, you'll just lose all your ticks when you get kicked off or something like that, and you'll just cry yourself to sleep. So let's see here. So right here, the first click obviously to save is we're gonna click menu. So we gotta calibrate that. So we gotta hover your mouse over menu, and it says that mine is about 20,323. So this seems good enough. We'll just keep that there. Now the second click that you're gonna do, so let's click menu. You're gonna want to click over save. So we're gonna hover our mouse over save and keep track of where that's at. So that looks like at around 50 and 550. So again, this doesn't really need to be super precise because these buttons are really big. So this looks good enough. Right here, after we click save, and yes, we would like to save our game, we want to click yes right over here. So let's hover over here, and that's about 1050, 304. Again, because I already have all this calibrated to my computer, this all works. But remember, you guys need to calibrate it to your computer. That's why we're going over all this. So now after that, we want to, after we click save, notice how when we click save, it pops another screen up. So we want to click outside of that. So we're just going to do something arbitrary. Make sure that whenever you do this arbitrary number, it's not hovering over anything like the play button or any menu buttons. Just do something really basic. I just do like try and click this blue line, really easy. So I have it at 1000, 500. Okay, so we can actually we'll test this out later all together. But now after we do that, after we click save, now keep in mind guys, you don't want to look around or it'll throw your calibration off, okay, which is extremely important. So don't move your character, don't look around or anything while you're calibrating. So we want to hover over the play button, and so it looks like it's around 650 and 280. So let's keep track of that. So right here, this is where we're going to click play. So 680 and we said 250, right? So over here, usually this stuff will be different every time. This stuff is usually the same after you get it calibrated once. So right here we do 680, 250, and then 275, my bad guys, 275 for me. Remember, you guys are calibrating this for yourself. Okay, so after we click play, it'll load up and you can click on the middle circle right over here. So you want to hover your mouse over here, and we're basically recreating the drag motion. So after we click down right here, as you can see, it's at around 600 and 230. So let's keep track of that. So we have 680 and 230, right? So 680, 230, that sounds about right for me at least. And then when we drag down, we want to drag it down about 10 to 15 pixels down. All right, so you're not dragging it left and right, so the left value over here shouldn't change. So when we drag it down, it's about 10 to 15 pixels. So for me, I'll have, we'll have 248. Yeah, that all makes sense. Okay, so this all seems really calibrated nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to save it, obviously. And so what this does is, here, I'm going to explain the script really quick. What this does is it loops over everything over here until whenever you stop the program. Over here, it saves, okay? Now, here's another loop, and it loops this through 200 times. Now, what this means is that it'll play the game, it'll drag it over and over and over again 9 times because you have 9 balls, okay? So it'll drag it 9 times, then click play again. Then drag it 9 times, then click play again. So you're basically playing the game 200 times, and then after you play the game 200 times, then you save it again, and then it just loops through over and over and over again. So that's how this works. So we're gonna click save, okay? We're gonna go back to here. Well, let's just finish up this. Remember guys, keep in mind, don't move or you'll have to recalibrate this whole thing, and it will be super freaking annoying. So let us, see, we're not doing anything wrong here. It's not like we're hacking or anything. Yeah, hopefully no one is in the arcade with us. Remember, don't look around. I'm not gonna look around. Okay, perfect. So let us run it. So we're gonna right click on this, we're gonna reload the script, okay, because we just saved, and we're going to hit the hotkey now. So click Control J and then click enter, and it should start running. So my hands aren't clicking anything, okay, so my hands aren't touching the keyboard, and it's running all on its own. And boom. So there you guys have it. So literally, if you guys use this script, you can have it run at night, and it'll just run, and it'll get you about like 40,000 ticks if you run it for 8 hours, something like that. Don't worry about it running overnight. It's not going to hurt your PC or anything. It won't burn your CPU out. unless you guys have really CPU here. I'm gonna hit escape, but you guys will see in just a second. So I calibrated the wait times perfectly, so as you can see, once it stopped, it replayed it again, and it's just doing it over and over and over again. So I'll do this about 200 times, then it'll save it automatically for you, so you don't even have to check it. It'll just save your last instance. So we're gonna click escape after it finishes this match. And so there you guys have it. If you enjoyed this video and thought this idea was interesting, we're basically mining, mining ticks. So I just escaped out of it, so it's not going to run again. But we're just mining ticks and stuff. And all the stuff again is in the description. If you guys want to check out my, Twitter, or check out my my group for Roblox, you can check out all those links and stuff. And we just made a new shirt, so if you guys are really into that stuff, you should all check out the game that I made and everything. Please don't hack in it. Yeah, ironic, but yeah, because if you do hack, well, I mean, I'm not gonna ban you or anything. I'll probably just find a patch for it, because that's what developers do. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe for more videos like this. I will be showing you guys how to exploit other games, just for educational purposes. If you're a developer, you need to know how to exploit other people's games to learn how to protect your own. So that's really important. And so yeah, have a nice day, guys, and thank you for watching. Woohoo.